see the top of my head. So that's okay. I'm just seeing the people's, your images there. Okay, so we're going to start with a little warm up. And even before we do that, let's do some grounding and centering and doing what I call the vertical alignment. And just so you know, in case you have studied Qigong before, or you're wondering, who was my teacher? What is my lineage? My primary studies were with the Mogadao Institute in Santa Fe. And I've also studied women's Qigong with Daisy Lee, a beautiful teacher of the women's work. Okay, so let's get our feet parallel. Okay, and bend the knees, and you want to make sure in Qigong that your knees are going over like your first and second toe. You do not want this where your knees are going in, because over time that can create knee issues. All right, just breathe and see if you can relax your belly and your pelvic muscles here. Just let them soften and open. And as we breathe now, let's ground. So just plant your foot, roll the foot down onto the floor, onto the mat. I like to practice on a mat or a carpet for a little cushioning under my feet. And then the other foot, just lift it and plant it down. And feet are parallel, relaxing. Let's roll the shoulders back, down, and around, opening up here. Tuck the chin back and feel your head, the top of your head lifting, just getting our alignment here. And now imagine you have roots growing down from the bottom of your feet into the earth, like a tree. And as we breathe in through those tree roots, earth energy for grounding, stability, nurturing is going to come up into our legs. It comes up also right between our legs here. We lift it up. We're drawing this energy up right here. So just below the belly button, put your left hand and right hand on top. This is called in Chinese medicine, the Dantian. It is also in the women's practice, we talk about it as your womb space or your pelvic palace. And even if you do not have your uterus anymore, you still have the energy center here. Men have this energy center too, but we don't, in a general mixed class, I would refer to it as the womb space. Just breathe. What is it like? Just let your energy come and be present here. And now we're going to continue to lift the earth energy up through the body. Comes past the breast, the throat, the face. And we're going to turn our hands as we go overhead and feel your hands receiving the sunlight, the energy from the stars, the moon, the cosmos, forces that are larger than our individual lives. Bring that energy down now. To Dantian and feeling yourself. This is what we call vertical alignment. So rooted in the earth, crown is lifted, the energy is flowing up the body and down. Nice centering technique. And when we're in our vertical alignment, here's part of the reason we do this. So it's grounding and stabilizing and calming, and it makes us be just more present. So when I'm in my vertical alignment, if a strong wind comes in or some crazy news comes to me, from online or the radio or wherever, or somebody comes in with like a big emotion, when I'm in my vertical alignment, I'm grounded, I'm present, I meet whatever is coming in. But if I'm not in my alignment, then I'm knocked off. I'd be like blown in the wind every which way with something strong that happens. So that's not bad, but I'm much more resourced, I'm much calmer and more present, and I can respond to somebody else's need or say, okay, that's really terrible news. Maybe I'm going to go sit in prayer, but I'm not going to just like let it agitate me and like destroy my peace of mind when I'm centered and in my vertical alignment. And this is the place from which we can set boundaries too. So let's just practice with that. And this piece of what I'm teaching is from other work that I've studied called the art of feminine presence. So your hands are here, and imagine now, like bring your right hand up to your heart. And imagine that your heart and your womb space are communicating with each other, so that the lower space here is for like our physical grounding, awareness, feeling our bodies, and the heart, you know what the heart is. So feeling your heart connecting to your physical body. And this allows us to not only be aware of what's happening, but feel it. So we have this energetic connection between the womb and the heart space. And imagine now that you have like a filament, like a wire, like the inside of an incandescent light bulb. And the life energy is coming up from the womb into the heart, circulating back down. And when we need to have a stronger presence in the room or create boundaries, what we can do is now imagine the energy that's flowing here is starting to expand. So just like a light bulb, the light of the light bulb is starting to radiate out into the room. Feel the light radiating out into space around your body. And a healthy energy field, that's like, you know, how when, let's say you're in a crowded space, you're at a party and you're like, that person's like sort of in my space, like I feel uncomfortable. So your normal space is about arm's width, and it's an oval shaped called your aura or your energy field. So when we're in our vertical alignment, we feel that natural expansion of our boundaries. If you happen to be in a place where there was like a lot of energy coming at you, you needed to be even more empowered, you could expand your energy field even beyond here. This would be like if you wanted to come into a room and be like, get attention, like walking into a party, or not that we're really having parties right now, but a business meeting or just anything where you want to have a stronger presence. You could even do it like teaching all of you. I want to have my energy field be strong. I don't want to be, you know, like contracted like that. So just something to play with and awareness to play with. So let's move into